Hey everybody, Joe here. I'm gonna check out a puzzle today called Pipe Down by G. And the rules are: apply chaos construction Sudoku rules, place digits 1 to 9 without repeats in each row, column, and 9 deduced regions of orthogonally connected cells. Clues outside the grid indicate the first number of cells pointing in that direction are the same region. Okay. Followed by a region border, where the number is the first digit seen by the clue. So, I think if this is a 4, these 4 must be in the same region. Digits along green lines have a minimum difference of 5, which is normal German whisper, and on a German whisper, a 5 cannot be on it, because the other digits next to it would have to be a 0 or a 10. And that's all the rules. So we can immediately get a couple 5s lined out. And since both these 5s are locked to these two columns are done with 5. So no 5 can appear there, because we know that both these rows are bound to the same two columns. Hopefully that makes sense. And here we have a 5 not being able, and now we have a 5 not being able to be in those. For that same reason, the 5 must go there. If this is 5, then all of those another thing about the green lines. Okay, so now that we have that, now these 3 are out of order for everything else to the left of it. There are 4 no 5 can go there, no 5 can go there, and they can't go on the green lines either. No 5 can go there, no 5 can go there. So these 4 rows rather, row 2, 3, 5, and 8, the 5s are bound to these same columns again, much like we had over here, which means that the 6 cannot have, well, neither one of these, the 6 or the 7, cannot have a 5 in these two either, because the 4 in these columns are going to be used up by these rows. So I believe this one and this one must be a 5. Let me just look at that again. I think that's right. So all of these are off limits. Yeah, so this is 5 and this is 5. Okay. Now what? We look at... Oh, one thing about these green lines is that they're going to alternate, right? With numbers above 5 and numbers below 5. Or high, low, if you will. That being said, these two are going to be one high number, which could not be a 6, because 6 can only be next to 1. So if 6 went in either of these spots, then it would be broken, because a 1 would need to be on both sides of it, and it cannot, because then there'd be 2 1s in the row. So therefore, the lowest combination would be a 7 and a 1. So what I'm getting at is, if this was a 5, these 5 digits would all be taken, and it would have 7 more, because a 7 would have to be the smallest number possible in one of these boxes, and then this region would have 12 things, 12 spaces. So therefore, this cannot be a 5, this is a 5, now this is a 5, and this is the start of region 1, a region. Now, this number has to be low, because the maximum number it could be is a 4, and that would give 9 spots. Alright, hey guys, back. Sorry I had to take a break there. We are back, deciding where we left off. We have a bunch of 5s. We were down here in this corner, and we are thinking this is a low number. Ah, yes. So, therefore these cannot be the low set along this German whisper, as they have to go like high, low, high, low, high, low. All the way across, they have to go above 5 and then below 5, above 5, below 5. So this is going to be one of those sets. It cannot be low because low is here, and that would give us 5 lows in the row. So those are high. These two cannot be 6. And the 3 remaining are going to be a 1, 2, 3. None of them can be 4, because that would force a 9 to be on both sides of the 4. Now the 6 will also be at one end or the other, which means that the 1 does not go in the middle, because the 6 cannot pair with anything else, and the 6 has to be on this German whisper. So I do believe that is correct. Now, this is also going to be a border here. And then this is going to go up some cells that way. Oh, well, maybe not. If it's a 1, it could find its cells elsewhere. this cell. I don't think it can be a high. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, why not? 5, 6. It can't be a high number. It has to be a low number, because if it was a high number, it would have to be at least a 6, and it would have to get those cells. And one of these other digits right here would be a high number, and it would break. It would have way too many cells over 9. So this must be low. It is a 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now, it can be low if this is low, which would be okay, I think. Oh, right. These cannot be low now. So these have to be low. And and none of them can be a 4. So this is a 4. This does go like this. We'll use a green. I don't know if I like green. We'll use yellow for now. We'll use the dark colors when we have to. Or we could actually go to this lighter palette and not just replace these with the lighter version of the hues. So this is a 1, 2, or 3. Again, the 6 is going to be, this has to be a 4 as well, doesn't it? Yes. As 1, 2, 3 makes a triple over here on the green. 4 couldn't go on there because the 9 would have to be on both sides of it. So this does come up and complete. Oh wait, this is 5, 6, 7, 8. It's only 8. But that borderline there is true. But it can get any other cell along here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. So red gets one more cell somewhere. This is a 2 or 3. It's going to be at least like that. This is going to be a high number though, and it cannot be a 6. It is a 7, 8, or 9. Same as this. And this is any. And this is any. But a 7 is going to be just a massible thing, ain't it? We use the blue color for that. This cannot be 1 again because it has to go with the 6. So there is a 2, 3 pair there. This could be the 1. And then yellow could get its numbers elsewhere. This cannot be a 9, as it can't go all the way down. It's gonna have 3 of each, so this is 1 high, 1 low. There's a 1, 2, or 3 somewhere in these two. with a high. 4 though, 4 must go on this line because it's in both these columns here and the 5 there. So the 4 has to go on an end, and it will be sitting but if the right, so one of these is a 9. It's hard to say which one though. And it's hard to say which set like this is low or high. It just depends where the 4 starts. So I don't know that yet. I don't know the order yet. Okay. Yellow needs a 5. That's not saying much yet. The 5 can go anywhere here. Can go anywhere here. Can go anywhere here. Anywhere here. Although this now cannot be 5. Because if it was, it would make this blue box way too big. This has to be a 1, 2, 3, or 4. Oh, another thing that's true. Red cannot go there, so it would block. And it cannot go there, because it would block an empty cell in there. It could go there though. That's about all I got with that. Can it go here? If red went here, how many cells would I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I don't think red can go there. I should have did that differently. Alright, I'm asking, can red go there? And I don't think red or blue goes there, to be honest. Oh, but yellow could come over in here. Oh, right, but that's not the question. I'm asking, can red go there? Yellow would have to take 5 of these squares. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then there would be another color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it could go there. Blue could come over and go fill those two. Wow. Interesting. Okay, then can blue go there? If blue went there, red would be forced to take one more. Let's say it's that one, so I remember where I started. Okay, red would be full, blue would be here, and then yellow would take 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then blue could take the remainder. That would work as well. So blue could go all the way down. Well darn, I was hoping that it would break there. This is also, oh, this is 1, 2, 3, or 4 because of the blue line there. Again, this cannot be high because it would make this blue cell way too big. If this was 6, it would have to run into blue, so it would have to be blue, and then it would be over 10. Cells big. So that gives us our small numbers. This cannot be a 9. Because this is not a 4. So therefore this is our 4. Because we know that 4 does not go over here because it's already in the 2 columns. And 4 cannot be in these 2 right here. 4 cannot be in those 2 because it would require 9 on both sides of it. So this is 4, this is 9. This is not 4 now. This is 1. These are 6, 7, 8. And this will be whatever's left. This cannot be 6. This one, however, can be. But does not have to be. Right. Also, there are either, if yellow does come over, oh, and by the way, blue could not have went like that because there's already a 5 there. I wonder if that re-interests me. If yellow came over here, well, there's 2 more 5s to get. That's what I'm looking at. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There has to be at least 2 full cells over here. Now yellow could come over, but since there has to be 2 full cells over here, 2 full regions, I mean, there's only 2 5s available for the 2, well, wait a minute. Say if that was yellow and this was red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, wait. And then say yellow came over. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me make sure I did that right. So yellow would take 5 more, like that. So let's say red is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, that wouldn't work. So there does have to be 2 new colors in this area. right? Because we can't fill it with yellow, blue, and this yellow. Right. So what is that telling me? That tells me that if red is here, does that tell me yellow is not coming over? I don't think quite. I think it's telling me that this and this are two new colors. Because blue cannot grab 5 again. Yellow cannot come over here and grab it. Because then there would still need to be 2 more 5s available. And a 5 can go nowhere else to the right of the blue. So this, I don't know if I should color them yet, but I guess I will. This and this is going to be different colored regions, and they both belong in this general area over here. Okay. Now what do we work on? Has to be a 5 down here, so... Oh, what about this? If that was 4... Oh, it can't be 4. What about if it was 5? Would that be a problem? If this was 5, yellow would have to be this entire thing. Like that. This would be 2. This would be 5. But then we would have 1, 2, 3, 4 more 5s to do here. Now I guess that's okay. Wait, is that okay? 4 more 5s to pick up. And blue cannot be one of them. I can't fit 4 more regions in this box. So this is not 5. What do I have to do to fit? How many cells am I working with here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's 2 regions. Nineteen, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. That's 3 regions. And there are 4 5s up here. So does that mean yellow comes over this way? I'm pretty sure that it does. because on the left side of blue, there has to be 4 regions, counting yellow. And there are 36 cells here. Which, if it was like that, like if all 4 regions were only in these boxes, that would be okay. Oh, look here, this is broke. Am I doing this puzzle wrong? Clues outside the grid indicate the first however many cells pointing in that direction are in the same region, followed by a region border, where the number is the first digit seen by the clue. The first however many cells pointing in that direction are the same region, followed by a region border, where the number is the first digit seen by the clue. Right, so this would have to be a minimum of 6. This being a minimum of 4 would break the entire thing. So that is incorrect. Which surprises me. So does the 4 go here then? Why did I think that it had to be here? Why did I put that there? Because if that's 4, it runs into... Wait, why did I? Right, because it can't be high. If it was high, it would be 12. A region size for 12. If 4 went there, then it would be high. So it must be low. But then where would the 4 go? And it would go nowhere. Or it wouldn't have a spot. Wow. I've goofed. How did I goof? These are 5. These are 5. If this was 5, if this corner was 5, one of these would have to be a high number, and it would be broken. So that cannot be 5. This is 5. This is 5. So this one comes over to there. Followed by a region border. And now, I don't think this can be a high number, because if it was, it would have to be a 6. and it would have to go over to there at minimum, right? And one of these digits would be high in this arrow, and it would be a region bigger than 10. So this must be a small number, and then the low numbers cannot go in this configuration because there would be 5 low numbers on the row. So these are high. I mean, so far, this has to be right. These would be 1, 2, 3. And none of them can be 4 because it would force a 9 on both sides of it. So this one has to be 4. This, oh wait, this doesn't have to be the same. I think I just kind of reflected that logic down here, but there's no numbers to break that for this one. So these do not have to be, because there's no arrows on any of these. So these could very possibly be low. And now I think that they have to be because I broke the puzzle otherwise. Oh no, it really can't, because if this was a high number, the lowest one it could be is 6. And that would be 10 cells. Because it would go up to there, and that would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this has to be a low number. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then again, those 4 can't be low because there would be 5 lows in the row. So these 3 must be low. None of them can be a 4 because it would need a 9 on both sides again. This has to be the 4, therefore. Haha. It goes up like that. Now it still gets one more cell somewhere. And the 6 has to go on the line. So the 6 cannot go here, because it would need a 1 on both sides of it. The 6 cannot go here, so the 6 has to go in the corner. So the 1 goes in one of these, so it cannot go in there. This is a new color. And it is at least 2. This was 4. We can mark that. This is 1, 2, or 3. Now this has to be at least 7. There's just no way around that. It cannot be 9. This number here, what in the world? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If it was 8, there's no way it can be 8, because it would have 3 more numbers. So it cannot be 8 or 9. It is 6 or 7. So it has to go down to at least there. Like that. And then it's going to be 6. One of these could be 1. One could be 2. And that would be 7 total or 8 total, which would be fine either way. But now this number cannot be 5. And it definitely can't be 6 or higher. So it must be a low number. It also cannot be 4. This number would be the same. It has to be a 1, 2, or 3 as well. Because if it was any higher, then yellow would be a region of size 10 or higher. I really think that is correct. And I'm pretty sure I was using that same logic. No, wait a minute. If this was 6 and this was 4, that would still be 9 cells. So these can be 4. Right, I kind of forget that the square is like double dipping into the number. So it can be 4. Oh wait, no. Yeah, it could be 1-4 combination. It could be a 1-4 combo here. What about if it was 7? Well, then it could be a 1-3 or something like that. Okay. Alright, so I think that's sorted. So this is low and this is low. But these two cannot be a 4. And, I mean, still, a 4 cannot go. A 4 could go there. No, because this was going to be for 5, I think. Wait, was that right? Because 5 cannot go on this screen. Where do I remember that logic from? Yeah, 5 cannot go on the screen, so this has to be 5. Because it can't go here. So this does for sure have to be 5. And now, 4 has to appear on this line. And 4, this is the only spot 4 can appear on this line. So these are yellow. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this has to be 1. It has 9 cells. It can go no higher than the minimum. The 6 has to be next to a 1. This is now a 2-3 combo. Well, it doesn't matter. So yellow is done. There's 1 point to make. Like such. This is going to have to be just a 3x3 of 9. That's going to be 1 color right there. We'll make that red. That's the only option I've had. So orange has to come out to at least there. This is not 1. 6 has to go on this line, so this has to be 1. Especially now since there's a 2-3 combo on the line. 6 has to go there. So this is 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. Might as well mark them in. This is a 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. That this can be a 6 though. 6, 7, 8, 9. Mark it in. So, oh, this cannot be a 1, as it's already in the yellow region. This cannot be a 6, but this could. What else can it not be? Well, I mean, it has to be a low number, doesn't it? This is 1, 2, 3, so this is 6, 7, 8, 9. This could be orange, though. I think. Orange cannot be... Or, this can't be red or orange. That is true. Blue, though, could just come over like that. Maybe. What else do we have? Ah, there's a 2-3 pair here. So this cannot be a 7, because it cannot be next to a 3. So this is 8. This is now 7 or 9. Say, no, that could be 9 though. Oh, right, but it can't be 7. Because it's sitting next to a 2-3 again. But this one could be the 7. So I don't get all the help I need there. Okay. This needs a 5. 5 can only go in one of those 3. Well, 5 goes in one of these 3 spots. We know from earlier too, I think I had one more 5 in here on my first attempt, and that's because this, and this. No, not that one. And this one. So, you can see the rows I have selected here, none of them can have a 5 in this column. So they all need to be in these 4. These 4 rows, their 5 has to be in these first 4 columns. So basically what that is pointing at is that these 4 cells here that make a little T cannot have a 5 in them, because all the 5s in these 4 columns are going to be in these 4 rows. So basically, these cells are off limit to 5s. This one is off limit to a 5. Therefore, this one and this one must be a 5. Now that fixes this 5. Right. And since these 2 needed there has to be 2 5s in this row. Yeah, like we were just saying. So it has no choice but to be in red and yellow. Well, the only available option for yellow is here. And then it's going to put a 5 in one of these 3 for red. this is gonna, one of these are gonna be either a 2 or a 3, and one of them's gonna be either a 7, 8, or 9, which is fine. We don't know on that yet. No, I think that, oh, this has to be a 9. It's sitting next to a 4. I just hadn't finished that yet. Six does not have to go on the green. Now the other 3 5s are where? There needs to be a 5 in here. But there needs to be a 5 in here. Is that telling me something? I think we're gonna run into a thing here pretty soon of like needing to figure out how many regions can fit. So like, look. So there's 9. If pink was all in here, I mean, that works out real well. I think it has to be this way actually. No, it doesn't have to, you know, it doesn't have to make that 3 by 3 like I just did, but basically, there's 5, 10, 15, 18 cells left here. So this has to be a border. Oh, no. Pink could come in here. Blue could take up 1, a maximum of 1. Oh, that is something. Pink could come over a maximum of 1. Because blue could take it. Now, is that the way? I did some earlier thinking on that's whenever I was messing up though. So I don't know if that's still valid. But my reasoning was that if, okay, this is 5. Say orange takes up those. Say red takes up that. And there needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There needs to be 2 more digits here. Now, blue could take them. But, you know, depending on how it's set up, like, it could have looked like that. Oh, this is 8. We got an 8 there. So we do know blue comes all the way down. We do know that's a wall. I just hadn't finished that. Right. So now we know that pink and 1 new color. Now we know that blue doesn't go to the left, don't we? Because there should be 18 cells here. That's 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yes, there's just enough cells here for 2 full regions. So that blue is forced to go right. 1 cell. Red still needs 1 cell. pink can only be a small number, and it can only be 2 or 3. Which is interesting, because that either means well, I guess pink could do something like that though, and this could be 2. It could be like that. Maybe. Well, did I do that right? That would be 6, 7, 8. It couldn't go up anymore. But maybe it could be like that then. This would be 2. This would be 3. That might work. Oh, there's also going to be a low in here, which gives us our 4 lows. These 2 are high. I already knew that one was, but this is a 7, 8, or 9. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, not a 1, because of the one above it. That is a 2, 3, 4. So what, you might say. So this is well, this is at least, is this pink? I guess is my question. It has to be pink, right? I mean, this one here can only go up a maximum of 3. And then it would have to turn, or something. I'm asking the question, can this cell not be pink? Okay. Now we are, this is 1 high and 1 low. There needs to be a 4. Well, There needs to be a 4 in this row. Oh, it could be there, I guess. How many 4s belong on this side? There needs to be 2. And they go in those cells. Oh, well, no, I mean, let's not be crazy here. The 1s are done in the first 2 columns. So there have to be 1s down here somewhere. There have to be 1s in there has to be 2 1s in these 8 cells. I don't know if that amazes me. Okay. What else do we have then? We have this one, 2 or 3. Oh yeah, I was asking, can it not be pink? If this was pink, and it went all the way over here, it would have to come up and turn. And then what would it do? It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it just would have to close off cells in one way or the other. So I do believe that this has to be pink. Let me think again. 1, 2, 3. And that's all I could go. 4. Right, it would close something off, or else it would have to take this. And this can't be above 3. So this has to be pink. Therefore it cannot be 3. It is 2. It is pink. It does come over to here. It does make a border. It can't touch itself, so there will be a border there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So since we can't ring around like that, it has to be on the bottom row as well. So these 3 have to be pink as well. And that gives us 2, 6, 7. It can't have another 2 in the cage. So it's going to give us 8. And then there will be a border. And then there's going to be a border there. Oh, that's wrong. It's broken. It's broken again. That is wrong. That looks so good on paper. Well, they both can't be 2. I mean, there's no way this cannot be pink, is it? Let me try this again. Did I think about if it was like that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh look, it could. Alright, that was just me not... Well, we know it's not pink now because of that logic I just did. So... Oh wait. What now? 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, I was something like that, wasn't I? Yes. So this is a different color. And it's gonna be orange, isn't it? So orange does that. It can still be 3, I guess. Or could it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it cannot. Pink has to occupy that. So that is 2. And look, I mean, in case that wasn't clear, if orange was 3, then pink would have to loop around like this, because this would have to be 3 as well. If this was 3, pink would have to get out, and then that would be 4, 5, 6, 7. And then now, since that was going to be orange, and it can't have that one, if it took that one, it would block in orange, not able to make 9. This would be 8. Still can't take this one. No matter where it goes, it's going to block cells off. So this has to be pink. And I'm pretty certain that all the bottom ones do too, but guess I'm not 100% on that yet. But this is 2 or 3. If it was 2, I mean, what's to say it just can't be like... Alright. Because again, it would just... It can't go all the way up. So yeah. I mean, pink does have to occupy the bottom. At least a couple. I think all of them though. Orange has to occupy this though, no matter what. Because even if it was like this, 5, 6, 7, see, it would have to go up that way at least some. And I guess the same with this. If it was 4, 5, 6, 7, which would be its max, pink would have to go at least there and at least there as well. So it has to do that minimum. This would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, orange has to go that minimum. And now you can see that the maximum upward it could go is pretty much where it's at, right? Because, well, let's do the minimum upward. No, the maximum. We do the maximum. That would be 3, 4, 5, 6. I couldn't go here because this would be the arrow clear. It couldn't go up because it would block off those two. So this is the maximum it could go. And that is 6. So that has to be the other pink. And I probably could have... That probably would have been possible just to know that they all had to go down there. But... I don't know, I needed to work it out in my head. So if you can do that, like if you only have a couple cells down here, then you know that you can force it outward if it would need to be, right? So you can kind of use that as like a strategy to kind of help out when you're kind of getting boxed in, if you will. This one obviously has to be orange or else it would be blank, and we can't have that. Now this is 6. Oh no. Okay, pink only has 8. Did I goof again? What? That was just me not being able to count. This is 15, 18, yes. There are just enough for 2 full regions. I just said though that these would be maxed. That would be 6. That is 6. 7, 8, 9. What? Why did that not work? I don't think I colored this one last time, and I meant to. Hopefully that's all that was wrong. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I just kind of accidentally forgot to color that one. So the logic was still right, I think. Somehow I just goofed on this one cell. So just to check, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Happy for now. So this can't be 5, because 5 goes in this orange. So one of these two are 5. 2, 3 is here. 1 needs to go up here somewhere. It's fine. 1 needs to go in one of these 3.
do we have? Do we look elsewhere now and try to finish off these over here? This one cannot be blue. Can we do any more with any of this? This could be a maximum of 3. This gets 2 more colors, by the way, as well. We have to remember. This was a never finished line here. That's a region marker. Red still does get 1 more somewhere. Blue gets 1 more somewhere. We have 5. The 2 is going to be down here. So the 2 in yellow has to be there, because this is blocking it up that way. So that is a 2. This is not. This is not. Now the 6. Oh, that's not as impressive as it was when I first glanced at it. So what is the other low number? A 3 goes here, and one of those, with a 7 or an 8. Do I just mark that? Okay. A 1 goes in one of these 3. What else do we have? Is there anything else standing out? Four, 5. There's still a couple 4s to go in this column. Still a 1. Still 3 ones to go over on that right side there. This is a 2, 3. There needs to be a 4 in here somewhere. If this was a 7, this would be a 2. 2 would go up here. It would go up, well, it could go either. It looks totes fine. Well, red does not go there. That much is true. And I don't think this can be orange either. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this as a new color. And it has to get out. Now, does it take this 5? Or can it take this one? And I think the answer is either 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It could do something like that. Or it could come up and do something like that. Whatever. this was yellow and it was 1, I mean, it could still do something like that then. This does not have to be yellow. Or should I do my markings like this? This is yellow, this is, say, pink. And then beg the question, what goes where? I don't know which way is better. Better to troubleshoot that one. What about highs and lows? We have a 1-3 combo wombo. If this was 6, this would be 1. That's no worries, is it? Oh, maybe the 3 would give me worry. 3 would give me worry. That cannot be a 3, because then it would need an 8 on both sides. Because it can't have the 9 anymore with it. So this must be a 1. There we go. Now this must be a 3. So that has to be pink. And there has to be a border here. Now, does that mean that that has to be yellow? I'm thinking that it does. Oh no, pink could go up. That would be okay. So this could still be orange or yellow. Or I think it might even be able to be blue. But there's no reason to be blue. It's just a Sudoku. It's been a happy Sudoku so far. So let's not forget all our coloring. This way we're at least coloring in the lines, you know? So that is either yellow or orange. Which is all good. Do we start adding boxes again? I don't see how I could really. A lot of flex there. I think it might be something else to focus on. Red has a 1. Pink will need to find a 1. 6, 7, 8. Already has an 8. thing would be stuck again. This is gonna be a high and a low. So help me in any way. It seems like we're so close, but yet so far. Can that be 3? Is that trying to tell me something? Are there any numbers left? Oh, this is 3. Never did mark that in. Makes this 2. It pushes the 9 here. 7 cannot work with a 3. It resolves this whole line. Why didn't I just do that when I found it a while ago? Why didn't you guys tell me? This is now 9. This can still be 3 or 4 either. Either one. Oh, this is getting a little bit restricted on the 9 now. Has one of 3 spots. 9 also, oh, this is now a 2. This is a 3. This can no longer be 7. This must be 7. This solves that entire first row up there. And we got a 3 here for orange. I keep forgetting to look at the... When I get a number up there, I keep forgetting to glance at the arrow. Or if there is an arrow even. Are all my arrows done? I think all my arrows are done. Now. So, we made us a little corner here, which is interesting. Because that means that pink has to occupy 3 of these boxes up here. So it's going to also occupy 3 below it. And look, it has to be these 3. I do believe, or else it's going to block something, right? This makes a corner, so we know that orange needs 3 more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We know pink will have to come up 3. We know pink will have to go down 3. But if it goes here, then there's going to be empty cells over here. And red can only take 1 more. So, yeah, no matter what, pink has to go down like that. That's going to be its max for the below this part. This is therefore is going to have to be red. Red gets finished in that regard. These are all borders. That's also going to be a border. Blue still makes 1 cell appearance, but I can start marking in. These 2 is yellow. I can mark in this whole side is yellow because blue can only come over 1 more. So regardless, blue cannot be here. If blue was there, the cell would be trapped all by its little lonesome. It looks like every other one could be taken though, which is fine. Now it's probably time for more Sudoku. Maybe. There is going to be a 1 somewhere here. Isn't that neat? The 7 could still go there. The 6 doesn't have to go there because of this cell here. So So what else do we have? Oh, these white cells are driving me a bit nutty. I'm not gonna lie. Yellow and pink. They both need a 6. They can obviously not both be on this row. A 6 cannot go here, cannot go here. Close. Yellow. Okay, yellow, pink, and orange all need 6s. Is that interesting? They are all blocked. There's no 6 that can go here. No 6 there. If the 6 one here, then the 6 would have to go here in pink. It would have to go... Ah, right. Alright, if the... if the 6 went here in yellow, oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's not necessarily true. I was thinking if the 6 went here in yellow, well, yet the 6 would have to go in this row for pink. That is true. And then it would have to go in this column for orange. And then neither one of these can be a 1. So 6 does not go there in yellow. 6 goes here in yellow. So 6 goes in one of these, but it could just be like a diagonal as well. But it does go in one of those for orange, at least, but it could go up there for pink too, but if it doesn't, then the pink one goes down here. This could be 6 as well, and the orange one could be up here. That would also be fine. Blue also needs a 6. It cannot be there, look. It cannot be there. It could be there, however. Or blue could grab that, and that could be 6. Oh, no, it can't. This cannot be... If this was blue, it could not be 6, because the yellow gets a 6 in this column, because it can't be here. So the 6 for blue does go in this big column. And it can't go there. It can't go on any green because there's a 1 down here. Or well, it can't go on any green going to the right. Therefore it can only go on this green. And this is forced to be a 1. And now the 1 has to go here from Sudoku. It sees down this way and up this way. Had to be the 1 there. That had to be the 1. Now this can only be 6 if it is yellow. If it is blue, it cannot. There needs to be a 1 along here. What else? What else is neat? A 1 needs to be here in yellow. Can't be at the middle. Now a 1 needs to be here. Oh, here, rather. So it's gonna make it be down here. And this, and it's gonna put it right there because of the ones looking at it from the left. I think that's correct. The 1 couldn't go there because of this one, so the 1 has to go in this column, and it puts it here. It can't go here for orange and pink, which need it. So that it has to be right here, because it has to be in one of these 3, and these 2 ones force it there, and that forces this one down there, and it puts that one there, and this is orange because it still needs the 1, still needs Neo. What other colors are we missing? Oh, we're missing a 4 in pink, and look. A 4 can go nowhere in pink at the moment. If it goes in any of those, a 4 can't go there. So pink must travel upward into this little nook somewhere. How many are here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This gets 2 more. Now 4 could go up right there, or... yeah. 4 cannot go there, because this would be 9. And that put 2 9s in orange, so 4 must go there. Pink could still go up there though, but I just don't know yet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It gets 2 more. Same as orange, gets 2 more. Yellow gets a 4 in this column. It cannot go there. And it cannot go there. Yellow has to have a 4, so this must be yellow, and this must be 4. Is yellow done yet? Yellow needs 1 more. Good grief. Pink needs a 9. Alright. Where does this last color go? Huh? Come on. Is this blue? Oh, yellow still needed a 6. It can't go there, look. Can't go there. Wait, did yellow need a 6? 6 was the one that I did all this logic with, wasn't it? If the 6 went here, then the 6 would go in this column, and then it would go in this column, and it couldn't, yeah. Okay, so 6 goes in this place for yellow, and it can't be there because that can't be a 1, therefore this is yellow, and now we have our regions all finished. Oh, well no we don't. We have those 2 finished, but we still have a couple more squares for pink and a couple more squares for orange. Alright, what are we missing now? We're missing a 9. It goes here or here. This could be 9, 4 still. 9 does go there though. Pink still needs a 9 as well. This pink. It can go there or there. Red, of course, still needs a 9. It goes in one of those. Oh, blue needs a 9, and look. That's the only spot it can go. Now this doesn't have to be a 4 with a 9, but the only two left is a 3 or a 4. This is no longer 9 for yellow, which forces it here. This pink still needs a 9. Oh, look, it can't go there. It can't go there. Can't go in one of those two. So 9 does have to come up at least 1, possibly 2. 9 does go in one of these. And 9 will go in one of those for red. Okay. So what else? What's left here? 2, 3. 3 goes here somewhere. 7, 8. This is also 3 goes here somewhere with a 2, 7, 8. Okay. What still goes on this line? A 2. Well, it could be several high numbers as well. What about here though? This can only be a 2 if it's low. Or this would have to be 7. Oh. That's kind of interesting. There is only one, there's only a 7 left. Seven will go on one of these next to, well, it's looking like it's gonna have to be next to a 2. It looks like the only thing available, honestly. But I don't know if that is speaking volumes to me. Do I have all the ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only have a few 2s. 2 does go in one of these 2 places though. Two could go there. Oh no. I don't think 2 could go there. It could go there if it was pink, I guess. This could be a 2 for orange. Okay. Fine. 3s. Oh man, 3s are looking abysmal, eh? 3s go here though. You can see. So 3s go here. Let me do that again. I like that. Shift 4s like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 4 goes here. And one of those. Do that again. 4 goes in this big column. It can't go there. Can't go there, can't go there. Because these would have to be 9. 9's already in the orange. 9's already in yellow. It must go here. Nice. Got an extra one. 4 must go here now. This can no longer be 4, it is 3. These are no longer. Where did we leave off? 4 has to make a pair with 5 here. That is a 4-5 combo wombo in this row now. Now we are moving right along until we get stuck again. So 4 is done, well, nearly done. Got those 2 left. They're pencil marked up though, which is good. 5, yep, goes in one of those for brown, one of these for pink, one of those for red. Oh yeah, okay, it could be the middle one. I thought I made next swing there, but it didn't. 5 goes, it's all done over there. 6, how we looking? 6, orange still needs a 6. A 6 cannot go on this green line. A 6 could go here, only if it went there, and they would be different colors. I think the point is, though, that a 6 goes here no matter what. That is the point. Let me make sure on that. Alright, so my idea is 6 cannot go there because this would have to be a 1. So 6 goes in one of these 2 spots. Or both. But if it goes here, then it has to go there. Or else it goes here and then in one of these 2 spots. So this is a 6. I don't know what color it is yet. It could still be either one. But this has a 6 on it now. And is that a... No, that is not a combo yet of any sort. What, did that finish? Not quite. What else needs a 6? Brown, or orange still needs a 6. It can go there, there. Yeah, there still needs to be one there. Oh, 6 will... Right, 6 will go in this row here. So 6 cannot go there. Therefore, it does go down here. And it can only go there, because that one sees that one. So this is orange. And is that full now? 3, 4, 5, 6, no. But, I'll get a little bit more of our border. And then... And then what? A 2. Let's keep working. 6 now. It still goes in one of those 3. Okay, fine. 7 then. I don't have many 7s at all. 7 can go in 3. This is 6, 7, 8 basically. A triple dipple. A 4, 5. This has to be... Oh, are these full? Oh yeah, these are combos. as in this line, the high on it, if it goes here, the high is a 7 or an 8. If it goes here, then it is a 7 only. And this would be a 2. If this was a 7 here, that would be a 2. Oh, right. Wherever the 7 goes, a 2 is parked next to it. So the 2 is done for this row. Is that helpful? Not so much. Okay, where else? This is missing what? A 2, 7, 8. No help. This is missing 6, 7, 8. No help that I can see. This is missing 2, 3, 7, 8. No help that I can see. This is missing a 2. I guess a 2 could go there. 2 could go there. Yeah. This has 1 low in it, 2 lows in it. That's okay. What are we missing in this? A 2, 7, and what? 3. This was 3. This would have to be 8. Ah, this cannot be 3. Because this would have to be 8. Because the 9's already there. And then this would have no fill. So one of these is a 3. I don't know if that helped me as much as I thought it was gonna. The other ones are a 2 and a 7. If this is a 7, this is a 2. Seems fine. If this is a 2, this is a 7, which also seems fine. 7, 2, 2, 7. Both of those seem fine as well. And they will kind of flip-flop like that. The 3 though is going to have to go with an 8. Oh wait, yeah, well, because the 9 is already in orange. So the 8 goes in one of those. This is going to make this a 2-7 pair in the yeah, if the 7 or 2 was here, if the 7 was here, the 2 would have to be in the orange. If the 2 was here, 8 couldn't go with it, because the 3 couldn't go with the 7. So one of these up here is either a 2-7 or a 7-2, and the other one is going to be here. So this is going to be a 2-7. I just don't know which order it goes, right? And then one of these is going to be the opposite way, right? So it'll be whichever one's not here will be up here, and the same flip-flop for that one. Oh, but what if this is a low, and this is a low? That would be 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be okay. Yeah, I think that would be okay. The 9 still goes in one of these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I mean, either one. Either one could be either one. So the 3s are done up here. Does that help at all? No. Nope. What is left? There's not much left to this puzzle. This is a 3-8 on this row. So the 8 goes in this column. I need to remark that 3, and then I need to do that. Makes me happy. And this will be with a 2 or a 7. Right. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, and 9. Oh, 5, 6, and 9 are left in here. This is a 5, 6. Therefore, the 9 goes up here. Right. So the 5, 6. Now the 6 goes in one of these two. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 7 or 8. And now this has to be a 3 here. The 3 is seen from up there. Those are double, and the 3's already there. That's a single 3, they call it. 2 goes here somewhere. What's missing? A 2, 7, 8. 2, 7, 8. This is a 7, 8 in this row. And this is going to be a, whichever one is left. Those are from 6, 7, 8. 6 must belong. And this will be a, with a 7, 8 as well. Whichever one's not here. Will this be a 7, 8 as well? Or will it be a 2? Don't know. Alright. Almost there. Come on. Come out. I haven't got to look at this one much. for a while, I feel. Is it doing anything exciting? Like, where's an 8 go? Goes in one of these two? Looks right. That's not that interesting. And then one of these two. So the 3's gonna go with the 8, wherever it goes. So the 3/8's gonna be on a line. But the 4/6 already occupies this row here. So if the 3/8 went here, it would be saying that the 3/8, 4, 6 all go in this row, and that can't be. So this is the 3/8. And this is the other 2/7. Which is fine. And now, is that going to make this a 2/7? I think it very well may. Yeah, it definitely is. And now pink still needed a 9, I believe. Oh, but 9, yeah, 9 can only go there now. So that is 9. This has to be low, look. That's 2, that's 7. I still don't know. This is now 3. This is a 5/8, is it? And this is a 4/6/9. 9 only going there. This is now a 6 and a 4. And I think I've finally done it. Uh-oh. Huh. Okay. I think that will do it if everything is correct. Almost. So I think this must be pink, or else pink will not have a 7. And that will finish pink. And orange as well. It's 4, 8, 9, yep. And is all of my coloring and marking done? I think so. This is going to be a 2. This will be the 7, therefore, the 2 and the 7, and the 2 and the 7. And that, I think, will do it. That is Pipe Down by G. That was a fun puzzle. I kind of like these, what is it called? Chaos Construction. Those are fun. You saw it stumped me a few times there in the puzzle. Very nice. Well done. Hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.